Hello and good evening. My name is Amir Borstein from NORAD4U.com and 4HS by HS. Tonight I'm gonna do something that I rarely do. I'm gonna step outside the subject of radiation and coping with EMF and electromagnetic hypersensitivity and talk with you about what happened 2 weeks ago. On Saturday morning, the 7th of October 2023, at 6:30 a.m., Hamas militants and other terrorist groups crossed the borders between Gaza Strip and Israel and attacked villages and kibbutzes near the Gaza Strip on Israeli soil. During this attack, they raped, burned, butchered, killed children, women, defenseless civilians, old people, some of them in their beds. The terrorist groups raped, burned, butchered, killed about 1,400 Israelis. They kidnapped more than 200 Israelis. More than 4,000 Israelis were wounded in those attacks. Those attacks were carried out in one Sabbath morning. The victims were mainly Israelis, but also tourists and visitors from other countries, mainly Jewish, but also Muslims and Christians. These brutal acts resemble what we have seen from ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and what we learned about when we learned about medieval history. The share of violence is almost unhuman and unthinkable by a reasonable person. For years, Israel has been trying to avoid war and bloodshed and to reach an agreement and a solution, even partially, to the situation here, and give civil rights, self-determination, and self-government to the Palestinians. For years, we've been handling terrorist attacks from various organizations, both in Gaza Strips and in the West Bank, that are challenging each other of finding better ways to kill Israelis and Jews, using terrorist attacks, firing rockets, and also carrying atrocities outside the nation. The brutal acts of 2 weeks ago, of Saturday morning, throw us all Israelis back to 1948. The understanding of the situation has changed. We that try to accomplish peace, try to maintain peace and to avoid bloodshed, are now facing a new reality. It's an old reality, but now we understand that the other side does not want peace. The other side just wants to kill all Jews, all Israelis, to destroy the state of Israel and to establish a different state, non-democratic, violent, barbaric, middle-age entity, as Hamas aspired. This will not be met with flowers. We will fight for our lives until the end, and we will accomplish victory. I rarely talk about those subjects because I think they are not related to what I do, to my life mission here on Earth, to help electromagnetic hypersensitive people and to bring technology and means to minimize radiation exposure. But what happened 2 weeks ago changed everything else. I just want to bring you this message, this short message, and to appeal to your justice and common sense if you are pro-Gaza or pro-Hamas, it doesn't mean you are freedom fighters. It doesn't mean you support freedom fighters. It means that you are pro-destruction of the state of Israel, pro-killing of Jews, pro-murdering, butchering, raping, killing kids, children in their beds. This is what your support actually means. If you are interested of what happened last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry, there will gonna be in the description a link to another video with only small parts of the documentation of the atrocities that have been carried out. I want to emphasize again, for years Israel has been trying to avoid bloodshed, has been trying to find a way for peace, has been trying to find ways to cooperate and to give self-definition and self-government to the Palestinians. We have been met with middle-age barbarism. We will not come down. We will not surrender. We will win this war, not just for ourselves, but for the world. If you're pro-Gaza, if you're pro-Hamas, you are pro-raping, murdering, butchering, burning women, kids, elderly people, kidnapping who can still walk, and committing atrocities. So I want you to think about it the next time you are looking in the mirror. Think about who you want to support, on whose side you want to be. On Western side, enlightened civilization as the state of Israel, or of sheer barbarism, like medieval barbarism, of the Hamas, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time on totally different subject and with better prospect for a good future, for peace, and for a full life.